करके लिए, लेकिन इससे पहले कि हम आगे और निफ्टी पर बात करते हैं, चलते सीधे HDFC बैंक की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस।
The calculation has thrown up the base rate reducing to 9.7%, and that's what the base rate will be effective today. We'll be happy to give any clarifications or answer any questions that you might have.
So how much has the cost of funds basically moved if we compare this quarter and quarter, because quarter is ending today?
Sure.
So quarter and quarter, how much reduction have you seen in the cost of funds?
See, the base rate calculation is not based on an overall cost of funds calculation. It covers a couple of fixed deposit tenors which are specifically included in the calculation. It also includes the grossing up of the cost of our deposits by the CRR and SLR, and there's a small influence of the policy rates as well. So our overall reduction in interest rates and our overall reduction in cost of funds would be something which should happen gradually over a period of time, because it's not only for those tenors but across several tenors.
तो ये माने कि आपने कोई एंटिसिपेशन नहीं रखा है कि आगे रेट कट होंगे, उसके लिए आप पहले से तैयारी नहीं कर रहे हो, जब भी रेट कट्स होंगे आप फिर उसको पास ऑन करेंगे?
हाँ, because जो कैलकुलेशन होता है उसका it's not something which gives you a chance to do something proactively, because there are specific rates which we include in the calculation, and the whole idea of transmission is कि जैसे जैसे rates change होते हैं deposit rates, या तो फिर CRR या SLR में कुछ बदलाव आता है, तो the impact of that gets translated into the rates on the base side.
So we can understand that we are moving now towards a softer interest rate scenario, because RBI also in its October policy had given a guidance that looking forward, if we see the inflation numbers sliding down, then we could move towards a more softer interest rate scenario. Are we seeing that situation coming in?
Yeah, I think the general anticipation is that there will be a reduction in policy rates in the Jan to March quarter, whether it happens in 2 tranches of 25 or otherwise. I think most participants in the market, most banks believe that there will be a 50 basis points reduction in policy rates in that quarter. But that by itself, is not enough, because ultimately the major impact on base rates for almost every bank will be the deposit costs which are included in that calculation. So in conjunction with what happens to policy rates, depending on what's the liquidity situation, I guess banks would react in terms of reducing their deposit rates, and it's only when the deposit rates are reduced, then that plus the policy rate changes will translate into further rate reductions on the lending side. So I think it's a combination of the liquidity scenario. As you're aware, right now the total borrowings under LAF are almost 1,40,000. I would be surprised if banks feel comfortable dropping deposit rates if the borrowings are as high as that. So if by that time you do have a reduction in the LAF borrowings, perhaps somewhere closer to 60,000-70,000 crores, then perhaps banks may be comfortable dropping deposit rates, taking a cue from the policy rate changes, and then that in turn should help essentially sort of the trend of declining interest rates.
So after the base rate cut, do we also see some following it by the deposit cut even in the selected tenures?
तो ये थे HDFC बैंक की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस, जहाँ पर उन्होंने बेस रेट कम की और उसके ऊपर यहाँ पर डिटेल्स बताते हुए 9.7% अब ये नई बेस रेट है HDFC बैंक की। हम निफ्टी पर बातचीत कर रहे थे, 4 एक्सपर्ट्स की राय